y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Seeing and All Knowing on YouTube. And of course, the Knowing on Facebook. Come on in. Come on in. When you come in, please hit the thumbs up button and speak. When you come in to someone's house, speak. And I'm going to speak back. And then we're going to talk about it. I hope y'all doing well today. I do. I hope all is well. I hope that you had a good day today. And I hope you'll have an even better day tomorrow. Wait till some people come on and then we'll talk about it. We're going to chop it up. This phone ain't there like I wanted to. Hold on, y'all. Don't make me make you dizzy. Hey, Craig, baby, how are you? How you doing? You doing all right? Hey, Miss Jimmy. Hey, honey. How you doing? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? On this wonderful Thursday afternoon that the Lord has made. Now we're going to be glad in it. Y'all come on in, hit the like button. I'm all right, Craig. I'm all right. I will not complain. I'm okay. I'm tired. Hey, Miss Yvette. I plan to call you this weekend so we can talk. Miss Gentleman, I got to call you, girl. I got to see how you been doing, honey. Because I know when you weren't feeling well, that's when you getting up doing all they can, and baby. But I'm glad to see you over here. Child, Miss Jamet, I got me a sock with some rice in it. One of the followers told me that if you feel like you got a crook in your neck, to get you a sock and put some rice in it and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And it'll help like a heat pad. I don't know. Now I'm going to try it and see, miss. I'm going to try it and see what happens. You pray for me. I don't know what's wrong with my neck, but I go to my medical masseuse tomorrow, so thank God. Hey, Miss Marcia. Miss Marcia, thank you for telling me what you like. I know the perfect thing for you, honey. And let me tell y'all something. Just like y'all be a blessing, you have to allow me to be a blessing, too. If the Lord put it on my heart to say, okay, bless her, I got to do it. I won't get my blessing. So, blessing goes both ways. I love you too, Miss Yvette. I love you. And I just hadn't, announced it, but those shirts are on their way. They're on the way to y'all. But Miss Marcia, you're such a giving person. And, you just like, pretty much everybody on here. Just give, giving person. So when you find somebody to, give, and then you find something that they like, you have to give it to them. And I want to tell you about, then I get back in the comments, just a little short story. I was the same way, Miss Diane, girl. I was the same way, Miss Marcia. I would not accept anything for anybody. Every time somebody asks, I say, no, I'm good. Bless somebody else. That's how, that would mean my thing, bless somebody else. Because I was always of the mindset, I didn't want nobody to bring nothing back up like I had to help you or So I just stayed away from it. So I do understand what you're saying. I was like, bless somebody else. But an elderly lady heard me say that. And she stopped me. She said, baby, stop hindering your blessing. And I said, how is that hindering my blessing? She said, because if the Lord put it on somebody's heart to bless you, you got to take it because they have to get their blessing out of it too. I really didn't understand it, but I went and talked to my auntie Betty. And she said, yeah, baby, you have to be a blessing. She said, but I thought it would just come to you. So I totally understand, but I like to bless too. I do. I like to give things, and just be a blessing. Because you don't know, we don't never know what people be going through. And sometimes a blessing is picking up the telephone and talking to you. Sometimes that's it. A lot of people don't know about it, don't have anybody to talk to. I know y'all don't believe me, but they don't. Hey, Miss Charlene. I sure let you know, Miss Jimmy, because it's on right now. I just did it before I got online. That's right. See, because Miss Vivette don't like taking anything either. She's the same way. But somebody told me that. Hey, Miss Diane, baby. I did. I ate a little today. But, so I went on. See, Miss Marcia said, you're right. Because, you can't just bless, bless, bless. The Lord going to send somebody to come bless you. Because that's just how it works. Hey, Miss Dorothy. Hey. And that's all I'm saying, Miss Marcia. You're a blessing. All y'all a blessing. And so, and I tell Miss Ivette that several times. Several times. She the same way you are. I ain't looking for nothing. Bless somebody else. But you just have to, sometimes you just have to take blessings and, we in this together. We're a family. That's the way I think about it. We always have a big day where we, all schools, raise money. And I love the foundation at our school because one thing they do, they raise that money and they get them scholarships out. And I love it. I love them scholarships. Let me tell you the reason why. It's because every time I call the director over it and I give her, whatever. Hey, I'm Miss Dorothy Young. How you doing, baby? And thank you, Miss Jean. Thumbs up. That's right. Please. So, so we had a big day. We go out. We pick up money. I'm always on the committee for that where we go out and get different things or whatever. But every time I call her and I ask her, could she give this student a scholarship to allow them to come back to school because they're messed up, but would she allow them to come back? That lady always find money to give a student. She said, because if I know if you calling me, you got some type of faith in them. And I said, yeah. I said, they was just here, they messed up. They can't come back unless they pay these $300. They owe $500 or whatever. And she'll say, okay, as long as you're going to put your name on it, dog, I'm going to give them the scholarship. And I tell them, I say, don't be getting up here messing with nobody money. You do what you got to do. And them students do what they got to do and they get on out. Because somebody has gave them a second chance. And so today was a, big day. Like I said, I'm on the committee. That's why I've been running for getting all them prizes and stuff. And they did a trivia. Now, I can't believe I knew the trivia. But I knew the trivia. And I won this big blanket. I love throw blankets or whatever. But I have one, but I wanted two of them. And I won it. But I was willing to give it to somebody else. Somebody who ain't never won nothing. And they said, no, that's all right, Doc. So at the end, you have a silent auction. Now, I got everything I wanted at the silent auction. Now, I got it. But as we was finishing, some of the ladies, they got things, but they just wanted the gift cards. And I won 4 gift cards, too, with it. But they wanted the gift card. But I really didn't want that. I wanted the jackets, the sweat, the sweatshirts and all that. And, of course, a hat. That's what I wanted. And so I pretty much got it. But at the end, I was just standing there. And the reason why I'm saying this, Ms. Marcel, because I'm telling you, the doc the same way. When she came up and she said, here, she said, Doc, I want to give you these. And it's like little plaques that say different things like positive attitude, positive mind, creative minds, And it was like 3 of them. And set them on your dish. She said, I'm giving them to you. Because this is what you preach all the time. I was like, you're going to give me? She was like, yeah. And then it was a centerpiece down on the end. And I was like, I'm just not finna spend that money to get it. And the lady who got it, she came up behind me. And she said, here, Doc, here it is. I was like, no, I'm not going to take it. She said, no, I'm giving it to you. And about 5 minutes, we stood there. You said, no, you keep it. I don't need it. You keep it. And eventually she said, let me just be a blessing. And I went ahead and took it. And it's beautiful. It's going to be a centerpiece, for Christmas. But that's what we do. We have to help each other out. And then I see good in you no matter what. No matter where I see you at. And I don't see you on nowhere but here, Mama Tracy, you always positive. And never heard nothing negative you've said. And that's a blessing. You can't say that about a lot of folk now. Miss Jamette, it working, girl. I'm all right, Miss Dorothy, baby. Thank you, Miss Yvette, and so are you, baby. Thank you. All of us are. Thank you, Miss Jean. And I try to be, especially when I got good people. When you got good people like y'all, you try to hold on to them. I mean, you honestly do. You don't want people like y'all to go. You don't. Somebody so positive as Miss Marcia, and I mean, she's just willing to give. She's a giver. I mean, I pick up on that. Miss Marcia is a giver. Just like the rest of you all. I haven't seen Miss Marcia on that giving it away like I don't see some folk on that just throwing that. I mean, I didn't even mean to get into this conversation. You are a blessing too, Miss Marcia. But let me tell y'all something. Now, I can't tell y'all who it is now. Can't tell y'all the people. But I was over on a page. I'll go over there and look on the page. I told y'all the doctor could go or somebody tell me something about it. Y'all, I'm trying to fix this. I didn't do my glasses. I'm sorry. But I said, let me go over here on the page. And I went on the page. I ain't talking about nobody now. I don't call no name. But the woman was about crying, saying she had 4 days to be out of the house. So she had 4 days. Now, I can't tell you what happened because I was just scrolling. And when I get on my cousin thing to stroll, because, see, I do that just to see what's going on. And so I recognized somebody. And then the woman went to kind of like half crying, the woman who was saying this stuff. And I said, that just sounds like it ain't true to me. It don't sound right. So, child, I ain't lying now. About a minute later, about 10 more people logged on. And then she just, she got a little worse with it, And the next thing you know, you got to hear them cash apps coming. And she started calling the full name. Bless you for this and bless you and thank you. And thank you. And then she went on, y'all, with another sad story. And then them same people that had already sent something sent another blessing. I'm saying to myself now, am I the only one that, saying to myself, this is the biggest scam I ever seen in my life. But then, like I said, I don't get in people's business. And so I guess somebody who follows my cousin, because I went on my page, she said, now ain't this the biggest scam you ever seen? So I didn't reply because, I was like, that must be somebody she knows. So I didn't reply anything. I'm just saying, I can't. Thank you, Miss Jean. I can't do people like that. I can't. I can't come on here and tell y'all no sad story. No, I'm lying. Which I ain't saying she lied. I don't know. But I just don't. Let me tell y'all something. I told my son that. I said, let me tell you one thing, baby. Every day, it ain't something bad happening. You not going to be able to come tell me that because I ain't going to believe it. Every day ain't nothing bad happening to you. Every day you don't need $5 for gas. Now, the doctor ain't got food wrote on her forehead. Not every day. That's when you're trying to get over on people. And I'm moving on from that. I really am. Because I want to get into this about this daycare. I was surprised that people really listening and looking. But people are looking at this story. I don't need them, Ms. Jamel. I don't need them. I need the medical masseuse I go to all the time. He tell me all the time. He said, me and you, we ain't gonna never have no D money. He's every time I go there, he tell me that. He said, that's why I'm gonna charge you the price every time you come. He said, because every time you in here, you listening to a sad stuff on that phone. And I have to tell you, hang up the phone, let's get started. And no. I said, some of them people be needing help, dog. He said, yeah, they get me the same way. He said, I just told you, me and you don't have no money. I said, I ain't claiming that. And I'm not going to say it or whatever. But one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, he's a good man. He really is. And he had said, he told me one day, he said, see, I can talk to you because you open-minded. You ain't simple-minded. He said, and that is sad because people with a giving heart will get, it is sad. That's why I be wanting to expose them. But I just don't want to cause no trouble on him. Now, I ain't scared. I just don't want to cause no trouble. But some of these folk, let me tell y'all, the only thing they did was, and it's the God no truth, they were over on YouTube being messy about a year ago. These same about 5 folk, I guess somebody told them to come to Facebook. They over here on Facebook now. And they taking advantage of folks. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying. It was so hard to even ask for stuff when I was going through. Same way. I go through my eyes. That's how I go through it by myself. Because me and Till almost started fussing last night because I was trying to give her the money. What she did was, my shoulder messed up, and I could not find anybody that particular day to fill up my truck. So I said, pull my other truck down and put the black one up on the carport. And she said, no, I'll just go get you some gas. And so y'all probably heard me if y'all was on that and asked for my debit card. So when she came back, I said, how much do I owe you? She said, oh, you don't owe me anything. She said, why you keep saying that? And I said, because I don't take advantage. She said, but you don't owe me anything. Just take it for all the nice things you do for me. But I can't use folk. I can't. Yup. And that's what I told, not because Tia been a fool. Because I was telling her, she said, I know you, she said you and, because she on both platforms. And she said, I know you said that, you haven't been no fool no more. She said, but how you stop being one, Doc? I said, start saying no. Because people will use you. People use you. And she told me some story. I said, girl, and you still believing them lies? Now, the Doc ain't going to continue to believe lies. But anyway, I'm moving on from them. But they left from over there to YouTube, came to Facebook. They get a new status. They even changed the name. They changed their name. And they'll be, and this is what bothers me. The people who be sending that money, Miss Marcia and Miss Ivette, they don't have it to send. They don't even have it to send. You right, Miss Jamette, they come on hard and heavy, they do. And I'll be honest now, if somebody come in the box and say, I'm having a hard time, dog, will you send me some of the items that you coupon for, like, the pods and the deodorant and the toothpaste and stuff? I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that. I got plenty of it. And they'll say, I don't have the money for the shipping, but I will give it, get it to you. Sometimes I say, forget about it. And then, the people, they have been honest. They have sent the money for the shipping. I may have been after it came, but they sent it. But I don't worry about that. Once I do it and send it, all that's off of me. But I just know that you have a hard way to go when you use people. You don't never prosper. But I want to get into this about, I could never do that to anyone. But I do. Miss Marcia, it's a lot on here. See, because you don't have the heart to do it. See, that's the thing. You don't have the heart. You don't have the heart to do it, Miss Ivette, Miss Jean, Miss Charlene. Y'all aren't users. So y'all don't have the heart. But I'm telling you, people come on here to tell lies and come up. And let me tell you about some people that really irks me. Let me tell you, when people are carrying 500,000 people, and you see to where, just say, I was looking, I was passing through, a person had 268,000 people have viewed that video. They have over 1 million people following them. The husband has stopped working. He don't need to work. What do he need to work for? He don't stop working. But this is the thing. This could stop at any time. I hope they invest in the money. Because if they not, what they gonna fall back on? You know, somebody asked me that. I said, why would I quit my job? Come on, I'm so close to retirement. Why would I? No. Mm-mm. Yeah, Miss Yvette, I told you. I've been told Miss Yvette when she told me how people use folk. I said, you need to say no. Absolutely not. I ain't got it. Now, Miss Jean, the woman over there in Hoover, Alabama, she got those things. I don't. You may need to call her up and make sure she ain't then keep one of them canines too. But you call her up and tell her I'm going to see her on the 11th. Let her know I'm going to see her on the 11th. And let her know that you need them things, okay? Because, you know, she got me to stop eating cheese and I don't eat them no more. let me go on with my conversation. I don't talk 20 minutes and ain't got into anything. First of all, before I start talking about the daycare, y'all know that it was a man and a wife. Miss Jean, thank you, baby, sent me the picture of them. But somebody else had sent me the picture. But I didn't know who it was. They just sent the picture. They didn't say anything. But they have, yes, ma'am, indeed, Miss Yvette. They have, somehow the car blew up. But they heard a pow. And they found him deceased in the driver's seat. And she's in the hospital. She had been pow as well. But they're the ones that went in their house unalive. The husband, the wife, the kids, and the 3 dogs. Now, what I don't understand is, what did them dogs do? I hadn't understood that. Most of the time, even Brian Cobra, he went in there, but he didn't kill them. He didn't kill them, the dog. He left the dog. Breaking news: a mental health patient escaped, and he is a sex offender. Have to get more information. Okay, is that the one that they... Okay, you said he escaped. Why are all these people escaping? I told y'all the story last night about the young lady I knew that was the pen pal, and she had to resign because she was going to lose her job anyway. Why are we resulting in going to the prison to get a man? Why are we doing that? And I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not judging. Y'all know I don't judge. But why are we doing that? He walked out the front door. Of the prison, Miss Jean? Yeah, you send me that. send me that. I mean, because I just want to understand how these people doing now all this. I don't understand. And another thing that I'm noticing is that people don't want to work no more. Well, why? I mean, how they think they're going to pay their bills if they ain't working? Good evening, Jerry. How do they feel? Thank you for watching the Norm. How are they going to pay their bills? Y'all give me some feedback about if you know about it, because some people don't know a lot about it. It happened in the, I want to say was it the suburbs of I think it was the suburbs of Chicago, to where those people was unalived at their house, and the family members was calling for them and couldn't get them on the phone. Hey, Greg, baby. Greg said they're looking for a handout. But if you don't work, you don't eat. Now that's the word, though. Someone is helping them. And you know, they fighting them two girls, them two ladies. Well, I'm assuming they were ladies. I don't know. But they was the clerks, and they mistakenly let that guy get out, and they looking for him. They fired them on the spot. You just can't be letting nobody get out amongst. I mean, because some of them ain't got anything to lose. But I just, we're still following that story. I know Miss Jean following it heavy for me. Because we're trying to figure out, why did those two do that? Why did they go in there and do that to them kids and that family and them dogs? I know Miss Ivette, I don't think you're going to ever let me forget it. Miss Ivette says it's all about money. Well, Greg, you do got a point now. They keep taking care of them. I just don't understand how they can, and I know people who do this. How you get up and go work every morning? You get up and go and work every morning. I know, a lot of people, on here they have medical conditions and they don't, but I know me and Miss Marcel go and we work. I can see giving my money to nobody. And if you're on a fixed income and you know that you got some injuries or something, why would you give your money away? I don't get it. This is the one with the one that unalived the whole family, Miss Jean. This ain't the one about the little boy, is it? 'Cause I don't know if I can take that today, because I saw some pictures somebody sent me where the little boy laying up in the hospital. Ooh, I'm telling you, that thing about that little boy, and that man went in there and he went upstairs right to where that baby was at and started hitting him with that bat. Now, y'all know something need to happen to him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that, but it does. And then the mama said the lady would protect him. But no, nobody seemed like they're protecting the little boy. And just think about how evil somebody is to turn around and hit their mama in the face with a bat. I ain't even going to draw my hand up to hit my mama in the face with one finger, let alone a hand. Yes, he knew the whole family, and the dogs knew. Oh, okay, Miss Jean. So I guess they had to get rid of the dogs. I don't know. Y'all, let's bring the conversation back to the daycare center. Somebody gave me some more information and said that where they were sleeping and taking a nap, that's where, that them things that weren't supposed to be used, and they said that's where it was. And they said that's how the children got into it, because the nap time in that area, that's where they was running D out of. Because they said that's what they were running. It was a D house. And they had kids. So I'm assuming, a lot of people would get a business to try to, shabby the business to appear as one way so the authorities won't get them. But in the process, you hurt them children. You just got to be careful now. And I'm not, and somebody came in my inbox and said that they had a daycare. And they had a home-based daycare, and they do everything that they can to protect the kids. And I said, that's why I don't say everybody. I don't know your situation. She said, I got a camera in every room, doc. I said, as you should. Because it don't only protect the child, it protect you too. If that stuff was already done to that child before they got there, those cameras won't show you doing anything. But cameras are needed. Cameras are everywhere. I don't know why you wouldn't have them in, a classroom. Like a lot of times, these teachers are being caught up hitting these kids. Especially in these, special populations. That's what I like to say. Classrooms. And they don't think that they can talk back. But they have feelings just like we have feelings. I just don't know why people just disregard the life of children anymore. It seems like so many things are caused upon our children. Yes, it's very sad. Y'all reporting about that little boy, I told y'all it didn't even have time to sink in because it was coming through as I was getting on live. And and it was a discussion that, because I didn't meet with him but for a few minutes today because I had to get on over to the other building and we had to start the thing, and then, class, of course, council doing this. But when it was saying, I said, I just can't talk about it this morning. and wants them to say, no, I can't either. Because you get so much till you just can't talk about it no more. But I said, we'll pick it back up next week. And everybody agreed, we'll pick it back up because you got to talk about it. And somebody said, well, what if you have to take them to daycare? I ain't never told y'all that all daycare was bad. I ain't tell y'all that. Now, somebody might have told them, it wasn't me. All daycares ain't bad, but you got to go back sometimes. I don't even care if it's a friend. And they just baby, sitting your child. Sometimes they patient run raggedy too now. I mean, you should never let nobody have your child almost 24 hours a day. I would feel like, excuse me, that the child knew them more than they knew me. But all this stuff, it is a lot of stuff about this stuff in the Bronx. That's why they went in there and shook it down and to find out what was really going on. But in the process of that, y'all, a child is being laid to rest. And that's all I can think about. Then I think about that 1 year old. You take your child somewhere you think they're going to be safe. And you never see them walk again. Got to be devastating. Now something else, because it just don't sound right to me, is fishy about the case with the 6-year-old little boy. Some fishy about that. We got to find out what it is. Oh yeah, they do. They will erase those cameras too. Yes, it's very sad, Miss Dorothy. Very sad. It was very in the way the father, daddy, cried and everything. Some people do love their children. See, some big person wrote me and said that these parents just not loving their kids. I'm not gonna say that. There are some parents who love their children. They still love them. Yeah, but we just gotta come up. Remember I told you we can come up with all the things, but are there any solutions? And tell me what you think, and this can be your own opinion. Do you think daycares are becoming a headache? Are they more a headache or a help right now? What do y'all think? Because, we've been talking about 2, 3, 4 things has happened in these daycares. And then, it seems like it's becoming a norm that the teacher's going to work drunk, drinking throughout the class. I saw another case about that. I saw another case about a woman that was 31. African American woman. It happened about maybe 13 years ago. I guess since all this stuff is on the rise, it came back up. That judge gave her 135 years. Yes. And this is what she's saying. Oh, yeah, and cheap ain't always better. So I never went to a daycare. I didn't. It was always my mama, my auntie bed, and I told y'all I was in the military. You may be at this person eating or whatever, and your mama be there, whatever. The dad is going to be out at sea, but, I told you my father was in the Navy. But when no daycare, we ain't go to no daycare. I think people that don't like kids are running some of these daycares. Well, yeah. Yeah. Some of them in the school system that don't. And I don't understand why. I've heard somebody say that. Now, they got a child, but this came out of a grown woman's mouth. Oh, I just don't really like those little people. I said, what? And she repeated. And I said, but you got a child. She said, but still, I don't want them touching me and everything with their dirty hands and all this stuff. And I just kind of walked off, and I just told some more folks that were with her, I said, they need to let her go immediately. They need to let her go immediately. Because when you sign up for these jobs, that's what you sign up to do. I have a problem when people say, oh, I hate to go in here and wipe her behind or give her a bath. But that's your job. That you're there to do that. You ain't never gonna hear me say never. I get tired of these students. Oh, they just worry me to death. You ain't gonna never hear me say that. I told y'all I tutor my own students. Nobody else tutor mine. I tutor my own. Because they're not gonna learn from somebody else. They're gonna learn it from me. I don't understand. I don't understand it. But we gotta come up with solution. And I asked y'all that y'all think daycare was a help or a headache, and I guess everybody said, "Well, I just won't answer it." And you don't have to answer because some things don't need, some things is, already, don't need to be explained if it's understood. So you don't have to. That's right, Miss Yvette. That's what a lot of people said. They need to go back where the family was helping take care of the kids. No, we never went to the daycare either because my daddy said he didn't trust them. My dad didn't trust nobody, though. I'm just be honest. He didn't trust nobody. Greg said he think a lot of them are a headache. Or you think they becoming a headache, Greg, because it seems like every time we turn around, it's something against the kids. Y'all, that's basically all I had. Let me see what time it is. Cause I will be on Facebook, and if you're on here, y'all just meet me over there. Where is Miss Marcia still on here? Is Miss Marcia still on here? Exactly. They're not doing it because they care. They done for it. Now Miss Marcia ain't gonna talk to me. But yeah, they are becoming a headache, the world. Miss Marcia, thank you, but you didn't have to do that, baby. You didn't. I appreciate it. And you don't know how much you have helped them. You really have. Thank you so much. It's Knowing Lighthouse. It is Dr. Lisa Knowing. Knowing. Yes, it's Knowing, like the knowing. That's correct. And I'm on Facebook. You go over there and find me. Please. And you don't think I'm going to bless you? Okay, Miss Marcia. Oh, no. But I do appreciate it because we do have a lot of elderly people that are really, this is the only thing that I don't understand. And I'm not saying about, the government not helping people with children. That is not what I'm saying. But I just wonder why they won't give the elderly but $16 to $18, but they'll give others $300 and $400. Hello, Lighthouse. How are you? I don't understand that. I told you the elderly ladies that I help, and they only give her $16 a month. And I know this is the truth because I help her with her business. I give her $16 a month. We have to fill out all that paperwork for $16. Now, when C19 was here, they took her up to $195, and she was able to get some of the things she needed with that. Oh yes, and I know you love them to death, and thank you, Miss Marcia. But I just don't understand how they only get 16 and 17. The lady I'm talking about, she gets $16 a month, but she only gets like $890. I mean, $890 total to live off of. But they won't give her but $16 worth of stamps. We have asked for her to get more stamps. And what they did this time, I don't know, it was some type of produce thing to where they was giving them an extra $40 for produce. So she had an extra $40 on there, and she could buy any produce, like, she like bananas, the grapes, and stuff like that. And she get the organic stuff. So, them $40 don't go that far. And they and according to the what I read on the letter, they're just gonna get it. She just gonna get it to October. I mean, and don't get me wrong, we're thankful for it. She's thankful for it, but I just would think just getting a little over $800 wouldn't it qualify for you to get more than $16 a month in stamps? I'm just asking because I don't know. You know, I deal mostly with children, but now that I've been helping these elderly people, you know, at first, you know, they ain't gonna open up, but then they have to start opening up. They ain't getting nothing, and you know, and really, you know, the ones that I deal with, they try to eat right. Them egg beets and all that stuff and the 2% milk, all that stuff is expensive, so they can't hardly buy no food. Oh, so you understand what I'm saying, Miss Marcy? It's just even, you know, like a thing of Coke. Coke is so high now. I told y'all I go and make sure I buy up drinks, and I don't take them to 1 and 2 cases, but I will take 6 out there and take them to, because she knows she can't have all that. Not that one, but the other ones that can, I do take them a case of it, because drinks now are $7 and $8. And they need some enjoyment, y'all. Elderly people need, if they ain't got no health issues or whatever, and they want a honey bun, why are we keeping it from them? I don't understand when I hear they children say, well, mama can't have that. Mama can't have this. Why is that? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. They really don't, but you know what, Greg? But they like to get healthy stuff, though. Hello? I guess it's got your kid or great your kid. Hello, how are you? But it does, it burns me up, Miss Marcia. It really does. I mean, and don't let them, because, you know, elderly people will buy they, you know, get their medicine over food. Yes, they ain't treated right. You know, so I had to start. Greg said I sneak it to him anyway. Well, Greg, you know, I try to do halfway right when it comes, because I don't want nothing to happen to them. But I feel like in moderation, they can have stuff. My grandmother died at 89 years old. And my grandmother did not have any health issues. The only thing that my grandmother had was Alzheimer's, you know, being dementia, couldn't remember this, that, or the other way. As far as blood pressure, all that, she didn't have it. And my mama and my aunts, they let her eat what she wanted to eat. She would say, this is how she would say, she'll say, oh, if you want you a honey bun, go eat you one. And then that's how we'll know. We'll say, you want one? Yeah, bring me one too. That's how we would know. And she'll say, do y'all still buy Coca-Colas in this house? And my aunt would say, yes, we do. And we call my grandmother Ma. She said, yeah, Ma, you know we got Coca-Cola. And she said, oh, because I don't see nobody drinking one. So she'll ask her, she said, you want one? And she said, yes, but put a little water in it. My grandmama always would say that they was real strong, but she liked them. So she would always put a little water in hers. Oh, no, me either. Me either. I help elderly people. When elderly people, when they need something, I moves for them. I move. I get up and move. When I know that, you know, they ain't gonna get anything and they gonna just get a loaf of bread. No, they're gonna get the kind the doctor told them to have. Yeah, some of them can't eat honey wheat. They have to eat the whole wheat. They can't eat honey. You know, I know, Miss Ivette. You know, me and you talked about it, baby. I know. Gave you a hard time. Okay. Okay. Okay, Miss Ivette, I sure will. It is Miss Diane, but let you know what I'm gonna say it like this. And y'all, I'm not trying to be fun or being nasty about it. But to me, Miss Diane, when I was taking them there to get it, a lot of times they would be out of date. And they'll say it is good still. But I just couldn't see myself giving them, allowing them to eat something that's out of date. The canned goods would oftentimes be out of date about 2-3 months. And I just wouldn't give it to them. And then, and I don't know now, but the people were saying, I try to have them there as early as possible. But, a lot of them can't stand in the line, But I try to have them there. Or either I'm standing in the line, And, when people, realized it with me, they got okay with you standing there. And I was telling them who I was getting it for. And, and usually I would go get 2 and then take them back and then come get the other 2. And then a lot of times they would let me, go ahead and get it. But those when I've established some rapport. But initially, child, they said, now I don't know. They said that most of the people that was there volunteering, they were taking it. Now I don't know if that's true or not true. But I know they would have like different types of fruit and stuff like bananas and whatever was in season, they had it. And then all of a sudden, they didn't have it. Or when I get back with the other 2 ladies, they didn't get nothing. What the first 2 got. And I said, something ain't right about this. But people don't like for you to start asking questions and stuff. I was like, I just don't understand how this one got it and that one. These other 2 don't have it. But the people say that between breaks and before they start, they say they haul it off to their car. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, y'all. But that's what they say. Yeah, but can they legally do that, Greg? Yeah, oh, well, Miss Ivette said the same thing. It was out of date. I give Mama whatever she want. That's right, Miss Diane. That's right. And the doctor kind of told my mama knew. My aunt was like, she can't have this. And he asked, he said, why she can't have it? He said, I don't understand why she can't have it. And this was like when my grandma was like 86, 87. He said, give her whatever she want. He said, especially the way she said. And she would say, don't you want, that's how she'll start it off. She went on no strict diet. She could eat whatever she wanted to eat. He said, I just want to eat him. But yeah, that's what you do. As long as her blood pressure, her blood sugars are normal, give it to her. But yes, Miss Diane, they have them, but they ain't like they used to be. I remember when I first started with these elderly people, and this ain't no lie. They had, like I say, all that fruit and stuff, and then they would give them like cans, like if you like canned peaches or fruit cocktails in the can, or pineapple, they would give it to them like 50 cents off the sugar. They wouldn't give them the one with the heavy on the syrup and all that. They didn't get it to them. They looked and they was very conscious about and they loved it. And they would give them things like what is it, like the pink salmons in the can, flour, cornmeal. They didn't like to give them a lot of sugar. They had like the equal and all that stuff. And my old ladies didn't like that. So, I would get them the sugar. And then they had things like the organic, like split down, like the boneless thighs or the boneless breasts, and stuff like that. They had for them. And the whole wheat bread, and they was fresh. If they liked the bagels, they had bagels and things for them, and and stuff like that. I've been there, and they have given them the 2% or 1% milk, but now They throw a box of out of date canned goods with all that sodium in it, and it's like, bye. I ain't lying to y'all. I know y'all think I am, but I ain't lying. Hey, Miss Juanita, girl. Miss Ivesta, she don't seen it when I own 2 eyes. Milk don't even last past the date on the car. It sours too fast. That's what them elderly ladies said. And I said, "Nah, that milk don't sour that fast." They said, yes, it do. That's what they told me now. But don't it seem like we could do something about them taking it, Miss Diane? I mean, can't we do something about them taking it? Can't we? Because it seems like he ain't going, don't nobody care. Oh, that's a shame, Greg. Oh, that's a shame. Ain't nowhere in the world I could do them old folk like that. I couldn't. But I couldn't do nobody like that. That's why, I do what I can for them. I do what I can. That's why when a lot of people say, why you out doing this, that, and the other, because it's very important to me to get them the largest kind I can. If I can get them a 60-day pause, 60 pause, and a thing that's going to carry them for a month or two. Ain't no need for me to go and try to do that for them. I do whatever I can to help them. I do. I do. And I take pictures, but they don't, of the stuff I take pictures, but not of them, and I'm not going to parade them around either. But I've done this for them for years. But this platform, and I get to understand it day by day. The platform has helped me to help more of the elderly that needs the help. Some of them, y'all, don't even be having the money, like they can give them Tylenol over the counter. They don't even have the money to buy the Tylenol. They don't have any money left out their check. By the time it gets to the 25th or 26th, they ain't got no money. I ain't lying to y'all. They ain't got no money. They have any money. And don't nobody try to come. Now, there's some churches that do come by, because we do it. We'll go by and, give a donation form or whatever, $40, $50, to help them out. And it helps them, especially if one of them sick or something, And that's what the church for is supposed to piggyback and help these elderly people. And see, that's one thing. I'm going to introduce it to you all a little later. It's sad, Miss Marcia. But I've helped children. I've helped them. And I'm not telling you I'm not going to help them. But I have just decided this Christmas to try to help the elderly people. I've saw it done to where they, hey, Miss Barbie girl, where they did like baskets for them with fruit and stuff. I saw a church that did that for the seniors. And then for other people that you may have known, they did it. And they did them a fruit basket and stuff, and peppermint that they like and different things. And they took it to them the day before Thanksgiving and the day before Christmas. And I want to do something like that for the elderly, to just so they can have some of those things, for Christmas, and get them a stocking, and put their names on it and put stuff in there. And some of them put them up in some, but just things that they want. I've already started buying stamps. Some of them, they like stamps to write letters in the stationery paper and stuff. I've already started getting that together for them. Because I just want, time is winding up. We don't never know when the last day. So I'm just thinking about things of trying to help them. Till is out looking for me crossword puzzles where she can find them at. And we're going to give them those. They love crossword puzzles. They love coloring books. So that's how, not with us, aside from the food and things that we're going to give them, we gonna try to give them some other things that they enjoy. You know, and I know my aunt even little crossword puzzles. I keep them because she'll come by anytime and she, you know, send her and my cousin be out there. My cousin come in and say, "Mom, want a crossword puzzle?" You know, and it keeps their mind settled. They shouldn't. That's what me and Miss Marcia was saying, Miss Joanne. They shouldn't want for nothing. You're right, Greg. They are. I don't want to talk about them. I ain't grateful that, but some of them. But I tell my elderly people don't eat that because I don't want them getting sick, so I don't let them eat it. And what I try to do is go through that box, and everything expired, I throw it away. I do. And that's why when they tell you to put the groceries outside, you know, like in the mailbox, in the bags they give you, I don't understand how you could take something out your house that's old and out of date to give it to somebody, though. I don't know how people, you know, consciously you can do that because you know what? We all got to get old if the Lord spare our life. Okay, Greg, I will. They love them, Miss Bobby. I go into Dollar Tree and I have everybody else go and get them. They love their little fluffy socks from now. Um, a lot of them, like the Lance peanut butter crackers. They love them, and stuff like that. But the things that they like there, I try to get it from now. But, Yep, you have to be there early. And they tell you that all the time. You know, be there early, but then when you get there, it still be like a line or two. Yeah, Miss Jean ain't lying. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off because you know I'll be back on at 10. But I'm going to actually be back on at Facebook. If you all can join my stay too long on here, I'll be on here at 8 o'clock. I will be on here at 8 o'clock. That's in 30 minutes. I'll be back on here. I appreciate everything y'all do. I appreciate the shares. I just appreciate the conversation just clicking on. But we gotta do something that help the elderly folk. We do. And I don't know what we're gonna do about our babies because it seems like they're just trying to take them. Y'all, this is girl seeing and all knowing. I will see you all in 30 minutes. If you're on here, I will not tag you. And I will see y'all over on Facebook in 30 minutes. All right, y'all. I'm out.